नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena. I am Associate Professor in Mathematics. Today I am going to take a lecture on the module Correlation Analysis. This module is a part of the course Research Methodology and Biostatistics in the program of BPT and B Optometry 6th semester and B Pharmacy 8th semester under the Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostics and Pharmaceutical Science. So first we see what is definition of correlation. The correlation means when two variables x and y are related with each other, means when we change one variable x, then also the another variable, second variable y changes with respect to x, then such relation is called correlation, and the two variables x and y are called correlated. So now we start the topic correlation. Correlation is a statistical technique that can show whether and how strongly pairs of variables are related. That means variable x and y, suppose here. For example, height and weight are related. Taller people tend to be heavier than shorter people. The relationship is not perfect. People of the same height vary in weight, and you can easily think of two people, where the shorter one is heavier than the taller one. Like all statistical techniques, the correlation is only appropriate for certain kinds of data. Correlation works for quantifiable data in which numbers are meaningful, usually quantities of some sort. It cannot be used for purely categorical data such as gender, brands purchased or favorite color. So next we take the topic of the Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation, or it is generally known as correlation coefficient. This is a widely used mathematical method wherein the numerical expression is used to calculate the degree of direction of the relationship between the linear related variables. Pearson method, popularly known as Pearsonian coefficient of correlation, and is the most extensively used quantitative methods in practice. The coefficient of correlation is denoted by small r, and if the relationship between the two variables x and y is to be ascertained, then the following formula is used. So now we are given that a formula for r means the correlation coefficient, or in simple way, or in the other words, it is also known as the Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation. The formula for r is given by r is equal to summation x minus x bar multiplied by y minus y bar divided by under root of x minus x bar whole square in summation, and again multiplied with under root of summation y minus y bar whole square, where x bar and y bar are the means of the two series x and y. Now properties of the coefficient of correlation. The first property, that r lies between -1 and +1. It means if r is equal to 0, then no correlation is there between the two variables, means the two variables are not correlating. If r is equal to +1, then the correlation is called perfect positive correlation, and if r is equal to -1, then correlation is called perfect negative correlation. Next point is the coefficient of correlation is independent of the origin and scale. Means r is independent from the origin and scale. By origin it means subtracting any non-zero constant from the given value of x and y, the value of r remains unchanged. That means the value of r will not be changed. By scale it means there is no effect on the value of r if the values of x and y is divided or multiplied by any constant. So the property is that the coefficient of correlation is independent of change of origin as well as change of scale. Next property is given that the coefficient of correlation is a geometric mean of two regression coefficients. Symbolically we can write here R is equal to under root of bxy multiplied by b by x. R means Carl-Pearson coefficient of correlation, and it is it is a geometric mean of the two regression coefficients, means bxy and byx are the two coefficients of regressions. Next property, the coefficient of correlation is 0 when the variable x and y are independent, but however the converse is not true. Means the coefficient of correlation is 0 when the variable x and y are independent, means they do not depend upon each other. In statistics, the coefficient of multiple correlation is a measure of how well a given variable can be predicted using a linear function of a set of other variables. It is the correlation between the variables values and the best predictions that can be computed linearly from the predictive variables. The coefficient of multiple correlation take values between 0 and 1. A higher value indicates a higher predictability of the dependent variable from the independent variable, with a value of 1 indicating that the predictions are exactly correct, and a value of 0 indicating that there is no linear combination of the independent variables is a better predictor than is the fixed mean of the dependent variable. The coefficient of multiple correlation is known as the square root of the coefficient of determination. So it is a definition of the coefficient of determination. The coefficient of multiple correlation is known as the square root of the coefficient of determination, but under the particular assumptions that an intercept is included and that the best possible linear predictions are used. Whereas the coefficient of determination is defined for more general cases, including those of non-linear prediction and those in which the predicted values have not been derived from a model fitting procedure. The coefficient of multiple correlation denoted R is a scalar that is defined as the Pearson correlation coefficient between the predicted and the actual values of the dependent variable in a linear regression model that includes an intercept. Now we are given that a problem, an example, to find the correlation coefficient of correlation between the two variable x and y. So in this question we are given that a table consisting of the data x and y. So we are given that the values of x and y, and just we have to find the Carl-Pearson coefficient of correlation. So to find this here, we start to solve the question, because first what we know that here the formula of R is equal to summation of xy minus 1 upon n summation of x into summation of y divided by under root of summation of x square minus 1 upon n summation of x whole square multiplied by summation of y square minus 1 upon n summation of y whole square. So as required in the formula here, we make a table. We make a table for the variable x, given that the values of y are given that. Now next column we will make here for variable x square, then for y square, and then for xy. So in this way we will make the table for x, y, x square and y square and xy. And at the bottom you can see just the values are given that for the summation. So summation of x is equal to 200, summation of y is equal to 160, summation of x square is equal to 4030, summation of y square given that 2668, while the summation of xy is given that 3235. Now just we have to put all the values here in this formula of r, and when we solve this here, so the value of r becomes 0.61. So 0.61 is the correlation coefficient between the two variables x and y. Now next is here Spearman's rank correlation. So there are two methods to calculate Spearman's correlation depending on whether first your data does not have tied ranks, or second your data has tied ranks. So in this way there are two methods to calculate Spearman correlation depending on the whether. The first is when the data does not have tied ranks, and second is your data has tied ranks. Means in this method Spearman's rank correlation method depends upon the rank, and just the formula to find the Spearman rank correlation coefficient rho, written by rho, and the formula is given by 1 minus 6 into summation of di square upon n into n square minus 1, where n means the number of data, total number of data, and di represents here the deviations or the difference between the two ranks, means rank of x and rank of y. So we can say di is equal to like rx minus ry, means rank of x minus rank of y. If data are repeated, then in this formula there will also be a change. Summation of di square is replaced by summation of di square plus summation of corrected factor, and corrected factor means CF is to be calculated for each and every repeated data. If data repeats in the series of x or in the series of y, then we have to also find the corrected factor for each term. So in that way the formula of rho is given by 1 minus 6, then bracket summation of di square plus summation of corrected factor and divided by n into n square minus 1. So this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope all you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. With this, I conclude my today's lecture. Thank you.